I'm good, and you?
Good, welcome back to Happy.
Thank you for having me again. You know, to move to the countryside from originally Sydney, and being around people that aren't really, I guess, exposed to people that are mixed cultures like myself, it put me in positions where I felt like I was almost embarrassed of who I was. Looking back at that, I really want to just embrace that and be like, you know what, this is me. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of, you know, the culture and the ethnicity that I am a part of. And I guess that's what I want to show through my music and me as a person. Hi there, I'm BIRDEE. I've just released my second EP, which is called On My Own. It's a collection of songs that I've written from my solo traveling from last year when I went to the UK and the US. And it's just around like the realizations, experiences, and things that I felt and saw at the time. My first track on the EP, called On My Own, I personally feel like it is the highlight on the EP. That was a rare one that I actually wrote 4 years ago, so not on my solo travels last year, but that one is very, very close to my heart. I've always wanted to, you know, release that one, so I'm glad that I have now. It's very different to the other songs that I've written. It's very powerful, and I guess it shows a different side of me in terms of, you know, my vocals as well as the style and sound of my music. The way that I creatively record and produce and write is through many various ways. It really depends on the producers and artists that I collaborate with. Some of them like to start with writing and composing first, others like to start with the production side, but I guess really when it comes down to the core idea and the start of the process, it comes from, you know, two artists just being open and vulnerable about how we feel, the things that we're going through at the moment in our lives, the state that we're in, and just branching from there. The production process when it comes to my music is, again, always very different. I'm working with various different producers all the time, so some may be more into alternative indie pop, others may be more into electronic pop, others may be into rock. And so for me to come into the mix and for us to blend and kind of contribute, you know, our sounds together, I love to just experiment and get out of my comfort zone and potentially make something that hasn't been made. I guess kind of steering away from the commercial side of things. I like to try and be different and new and fresh, as I feel like that's just me. That's what I like to aim for. It's always very interesting when it comes to the production side of trying different instruments or tones in my vocals, or, you know, through the drums or things like that. To support my EP that's just come out, I'm going to be doing my first ever headline tour show. I'm very, very excited. It'll firstly start in Sydney at the Oxford Art Factory and then go to Wollongong, and then I'll be going to Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne and Brisbane as well. I'm going to be performing back near my hometown in Forbes for a festival. It's called Frost and Fire, and that'll be with also Sneaky Sound System. They're going to be headlining with me, so yeah, it'll be exciting.